those bigs switching out on those Missouri guards.
Gators foul on Will Richard. Clayton trying to blow that screen up as Perkins has it. There's a jump. Wow, out of nowhere. Warren, difficult shot. He's outplayed him tough on defense. Finally gets one to go from way strong. He's not going to be denied there.
Hand help only will not deter Martin from where he wants to go. You got to have full body gap help on that guy when he drives up.
Perkins finds the big fella and he throws it down. Robertson and Perkins in the backcourt for this Missouri team. They average about 37 points a game off the bench. A lot of that is Caleb Grill. Lefty three from the corner. Murphy trapped underneath the basket. And a bad pass and a turnover. Perkins, space. Throwdown. Can Matthews get it to him? He can, and he rises, comes up just short. Gray, here they go again. Perkins.
Take the last one, right? One of the few times you'll see Missouri put the brakes on in transition. Give yourself time for an offensive rebound. And go now.
Kugel switches on to Perkins. Grill, the shot they want. It's perfect. And it ends. Dogs now up 3.
The Dogs are starting to bark behind the bench. Are you hearing that? Yeah. The free throws made? Was it a whoop whoop? I love that.
Fill in Pierce. Straight on. That was a good.
Recognizing where the switch and advantage was. No backside help. Good patience by Carr down low.
Tony Perkins has 7 early for Missouri, including the tomahawk dunk. Here's Mitchell for 3. He don't hit many of them, but he hits big one coming out of the break.
This is worrisome if you're Missouri, because not only are they red hot, but they look free-flowing on that end of the court.
Largest lead of the game for the Cats. Perkins out to Mitchell. Same spot he drilled. Seemed like a game winner. Marquez Warwick is in the game for Missouri, number 1 lurking in the corner. He is combustible as an offensive player. So is this guy, Caleb.
Had a game of 25 points or more. It's just finding the guys to get stops defensively, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, they've played differently than Missouri, but I think what needs to get better is certainly similar. They've shot 53% or better the last 3 games coming in.
And now the shot clock is late. Miles, a good crossover, got a little bit of space, but he's stripped. 2 on the shot clock, and it's ripped away. Tigers would love to push it here. Perkins deals to Mitchell, and he flushes one home.
The fast break works.
Munyon's a terrific athlete to transfer from Cornell, all Ivy League player, but he's a physical guy. Likes to run the floor, likes to finish. A lot of times matched up with the best offensive player that Missouri, the opponent, will have.
Here's Perkins. Now to Mitchell.
In the first game, Mitchell drove Vandy hard and finished around the rim. So far, Vanderbilt has not allowed Mark Mitchell to get those easy looks.
There's a jump shot from the hands of
Coach Binding today. He said, I think he's the most valuable player in the game we play. He was aggressive. He outplayed us. We have to keep him off the glass.
Vanderbilt, though, starts this game with 6 offensive rebounds already.
They got to get closer to Grill than what they guarded him that time.
Yeah.
He's got any room, he's letting it go.
And right on cue.
Yasuka's on the backside, too late.
And so here's their forte, isn't it? The steal in transition. Perkins couldn't spin it through. And so Perkins plays it back out. Grill refires. Yeah! Missouri not giving many of these Gamecocks very much room to operate. Grill takes it away. Over to Perkins. Lob it up. Grill finishes. Up onto the 1 line.
Well, there's not many in the country that play with the physicality that the Cougars of Houston play with. They rebound, they defend, and Kelvin always has a guy that can make big shots. L.J. Crier's the man this year.
But Tennessee, on the SEC side, Tennessee and Florida, they are the likeliest. Those Pierce nails another 3.
Grill, look how much they are hounding him. Good D by John L. Davis.
Sticky defense by John L. Davis.
Up top, the reverse alley. Look out!
That's a huge momentum play right there for Arkansas to get that steal.
And on the other end, Jacob Cruz. Mitchell slipping free underneath and throws it down.
Kimball are officials today in this top 15 clash. There's the veteran, that's Tony Perkins. Fifth-year senior follows his own miss. You got a shooter in the corner. It's Trent Pearce.
10 to 12 seconds. Missouri's got to hold court quickly and see if they can get into the passing lane.
Now Alabama hits threes at a very high rate as well. Youngblood could not hit. Robinson, look how quickly they went from backcourt to front.
Any shooter loves to run baseline to baseline. They set a double for it. Another turnover. Missouri will run when they have a chance.
Wow, the steal and then the immediate lead feed to Pierce. Here's Bates, has an open one. Bang!
Keep an eye on Grill. When he comes in the game, they've got him on constant motion to see if he can find an opening for a shot.
That is number 31 in the white. Better than 45% from beyond the arc. It's best of the SEC. Josh Gray! Oh, slam.
Luxury if they could get Silas Demery going, the sophomore, averaging just under 12 points a game.
Yeah, he's been really good in their last two, averaging 21. As a matter of fact, against A&M, now they didn't have LeFew in the game, but he played all 40 minutes.
Bates responds with 13 points. Mitchell, pump fake on a three, finds Perkins, and this time Mitchell will take it. He had all day. Alley-oop pass, Newell.
He catches more bad passes.
Everything.
If he catches anything around him.
Be a great catcher.
Yes.
Or wide receiver. See if the Georgia defense can be ratcheted up. Not on that possession. Just
more than it's ever been in this conference.
I'm with you. Pierce has it rejected by Absent. Late clock situation for Perkins. 4:20 on the game clock. Bates again, right down the runway.
Right, like you see, you're like, okay, all right, we're going to live to see another play.
Yeah, although I had to learn the hard way. You see all these scars on my face, on my chin, and I got a couple of knees to the face, stepped on.
It happens.
You learn. Pain will make you learn.
So Bassick, he responds with 2 free throws. Mitchell on the other end.
Good action, man, in practice, and that is Rick Barnes every day.
Here's Cruz, who just checks in. Off the back iron, Gray. A clean rebound right over the top of Dubois.
Now, Cruz and Lanier played a couple of years together at North Florida. When coming out the timeout, he runs him off that floppy action, little pin down. And again, Lanier in and out of his hands so fast.
Chaz Lanier with 8. The lead at 4.
Remember, you got to stay in front of the ball against Missouri.
Grill contested 3. Banks it in.
Wow, that's what a guy like.
Almost banked that one in. Grill's going to chase down the rebound, and Gray finally hauls it in.
And just not strong with the ball, Tennessee, and that Missouri hot hands. Again, one of the best in the country at getting steals.
Bates open for a moment. That's a 3. So 4. Zakai, the hesitation. Empty possession for Tennessee. Perkins, Barrett, the reverse. And the lead, just like teams in the double bonus. Both teams with 1 timeout remaining. Touchdown pass is caught by Perkins. Over to Cruz, and that's a triple.
What a
feat. Top 25 battle. These two teams, they have been trending in the right direction. Pierce wants 3, buries it. Murphy on him. Bates, little jab step. Bates, step back 3, can't get it. And Gray with the offensive board. So Missouri, that is now their 7th offensive rebound. They're on the positive end there. 8 to shoot. Grill, he's going to have to hoist from 40 feet. Stop. So after a quiet 3-point first half, it's off on good footing here. 10-point game.
Playing through him is a smart idea. State again, full court pressure. And I like this. A lot of times, from a player standpoint, coach tells you to push up full court press. Your mentality changes into attack, attack, attack.
Mark Mitchell's got 2 fouls. We haven't seen Anthony Robinson yet. Starting point guard had 3 first-half fouls. We've seen a lot of Perkins here. Out to Bates. The lefty cashes in. It's 25 in what's been an overwhelming performance from Missouri, excuse me.
And right there, Missouri goes into 1-3-1. They are telling Mississippi State, if you win this game, you're going to beat us from the three-point line. We're not allowing anything into the paint. We're challenging everything at the rim.
Cruz gets Jones flying, puts it up, and knocks down another. Both Auburn and Alabama, again, both of those teams play later today. So we shall see where they fare. But they continue to assert themselves as an upper echelon team in the SEC this year. Now, maybe not just a top half team. They are firmly right now in that conversation as we're nearing the halfway mark of league play for a regular season title.
Right, and it's just remarkable the decision-making of Missouri today against just an aggressive, tough, physical Mississippi State team that makes you a tough hit.
Padula in double figures once again. He's got 10 points. 6th straight game with 10 or more. Grill from the corner. Rattles it home. For Padula, who's only 6'1", have to throw it over the top. Missouri comes up with the steal. Bates lays it in.
Is it one shot? Looking for number 2, leaves it short. It has been a tough start for the freshman star.
Well, give credit to the defense of Missouri, right? They're long, they're athletic, they're switching 1 through 5. They're not getting him space, which is why I believe Trey Johnson has to be able to get all the way to the basket as he continues to develop his game.
Outside look is good. Half run for the Longhorns. Kaluma weaving his way in. How did he get that shot even off? Nearly made it. Bounce pass. And the finish by Tamar Bates. Out of dribbling here. That's not when Texas is typically at their best. And there's Mitchell. Somehow keeps it alive. Robinson, eyes up. Pierce open. 3. Drains it.
Their career. 6 Final Fours in 3 different schools. The excitement in Razorback area about when he was hired, and he feels he can do it again at Arkansas.
Yep, after 15 years at Kentucky, Pierce for 3.
Arkansas has to focus on trying to attack more there than from the outside. The guard core of Missouri is so aggressive, active with their hands, it's become difficult to do anything from the outside. Penetrate that, see if you can score.
And that's what they want to do. They want to try to take away the middle of the floor. Here's Grill. Clock offense. Robinson out to Mitchell. Gets Big Z in the air. Left that short. New 20. Robinson on the glass. Backbreaker for Arkansas. They're running out of time.
Smart play by Grill. All you want that clock to do is tick, 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 tick.
10 threes for Missouri. They've shot 45% from the floor. It's deep one. Oh, Robinson!
Coming from, right? In the paint. Your shoulders are square, so you just step right into the shot, as opposed to if you're coming off the screen, you got to turn. So just gives yourself more opportunities, especially in a game like today where Missouri wants to turn you over. So you're going to need extra possessions.
Look at this.
It is roaring for Matt McMahon. 9 double-figure scoring games in non-conference play. Did not score in limited opportunities against Vandy on Saturday.
Man-to-man defensively, the way LSU plays, they've got to communicate, got to talk, get through screens. They're going underneath a lot of screens and allowing Missouri to get some open looks.
And the short definitely has been. He's not had a shot attempt. A Miller, victorious Miller jumper. Either team shooting the ball real well over the last 4 or 5 minutes. Mitchell getting to the rim and laying it in.
tough part is, can this LSU team make some stops, take care of the ball, get some shots, get this thing to within 10 points.
Just 4 minutes gone here in the second half. Perkins led Pierce, who takes it to the rim.
As a lead guard out front.
Victorious Miller's fourth foul. He and Sears each with 4 fouls for LSU. Perkins kick out, Grill deep 3 out front.
After that make now from behind the arc. Here's a takeaway.
Tough catch for a big man.
Josh Gray made it look easy for Auburn.
He didn't worry about maybe having a 2-on-1 break, did he? I'll just back up and shoot it from here.
The last 6 field goals for Auburn have all been 3-pointers. Bates, nice cut to the rim.
Good cut, good pass.
Room the rebound. Up ahead now. J.D. Johnson couldn't put enough English on that one. Back the other way come the Tigers of Missouri. 3 is good from Trent Pierce.
It started the very first possession of this game on the defensive side of the ball. Their defensive activity has been great, and they've been mostly man-to-man. We talked about Missouri changing their defenses a lot. They've been pretty solid and sound defensively because their backside has been great in rotation.
Good crowd here tonight, too, for Missouri's non-conference finale as Bates helped out his...
This is my chance. This is my time.
Second slam of the night. 3 no good. A rebound by Pierce. Under 4 minutes to play. Missouri, as you mentioned, Jarrett, looking to close this game out strong. How would you approach the final 3.5 minutes as Pierce hits the 3?
Gives Illinois 16 points a game. This is an Illini team that's had the same starting 5 every game. Stolen by Perkins. 4 on 3 for Mizzou. Here's Samar Bates with the finish.
Zakai Mayshak and Zakai Ziegler, they're right there again this year.
3 ball no good from the corner. Push ahead. Here's a big fella. 7-footer Peyton Martin. Sitting on Evicius.
Yeah, nice shot.
Like a 4. Boswell from the logo. Off the mark. Rebound into the hands of Cruz. Empty possession for Illinois. Perkins out to Bates for 3. Tied at 7.
To score every single possession. He doesn't need to take open threes. He doesn't need to find wide open lanes. He's a shot maker. He's a shot creator, and he's going to find a bucket.
Brent Malachi Davis, no relation, by the way. One's from Toronto, the other's from Florida, which couldn't be further apart. There's a drive and bucket for Mark Mitchell. Davis.
It's exactly what you got to do if you're Davis when the defense pushes you beyond that 3-point line like that. As soon as you have the bottom defender with Jacob Cruz that time, as soon as he goes back out to the corner like that, Davis attacked hard.
Speed you up the way many teams can. It's not how they normally beat you.
Tony Perkins picks up his dribble. Tries a lob at the Gray. Gray ends up with the point-blank look.
Tough off-balance runner in and out for Jeremiah Wilkinson. One last crack for Missouri. Tony Perkins races up the floor. A driving Mark Mitchell slam. That'll take us to halftime and maybe... Here comes Cal racing up the floor. They have numbers. With the steal by Robinson, couldn't control it, and now Bates does. Countering Missouri. Tony Perkins, the drop-off with a lay in Mark Mitchell. Cal at Missouri. Of course, Cal's first year in the ACC. Pass deflected and loose. Here comes Tony Perkins. Ahead. Mark Mitchell.
More energy than you have for most of the game. Futrell to the right baseline, misses. The rebound, Gray of Missouri. Outlet to work, right to left comes Missouri, leading by 11. Warwick behind Gray to the right wing, throws it outside Perkins, curls it to the right elbow, cut off, baseline cut, Cruz, head and shoulder fake, puts it up and in.
Robinson, Cruz in the corner, another 3. Offensive board Robinson, his 4th of the half. Grill from way out. In rhythm, it goes down.
Slip into the paint and create a shot at the basket.
Perkins to Shaw. Aiden Shaw throws it down. Brown gets it to go.
Physical backup post. Look for him to get better as this year goes along. Same thing for Coach Bozeman. Try to get those guys to play with a little confidence down the stretch.
Warwick wide open from straight away.
We talked a lot about him and about the importance of him on the floor. So big call. Guy that impacts the game as well outside of scoring.
Perkins faces up at the line. There's Mitchell one-on-one in the paint, and he gets it to go.
Great play. Missouri was able to be active on him in the first half. Important for him to take care of the ball for Eastern Washington in the second half.
He did a really good job. He came back into the game without 9 minutes to play in the half with 2 fouls. There's Grill. He's unstoppable. Point game, the closest that Eastern Washington has been. It's about midway through the first half. Grill, aggressive attack, bucket, and the foul.
3-2 zone again. Let's see what Missouri shows here on offense.
Perkins and Grill and Bates just kind of playing catch. 30 feet from the basket. Grill from way out. Keep check. Yep. Wow.
To beat the pressure. That's a perfect play call to get into a three-point shot right there for Eastern Washington.
A new career high for Mason Williams, 20 points. Missouri again bleeding clock here. Perkins. Missouri protecting a 4-point lead. Grill. Unstoppable. It's been a defensive first half for the Tigers. There's a steal by Perkins. 2-on-1 break. Perkins puts it up. Mitchell puts it down. And others that watch Mizzou, we talk about their defensive motor. It never slows down. Interesting to see how they play together. Bates hits a three. Just a second.
DC. Airmailed there by Tyrese Hunter. 3 ball goes, and Penny Hardaway may need a